to Inner Life 101. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Inner Life 101 video. And I guess this is what they call breaking news. um, in this video, Eligio, aka Nature Boy, Baba G, all of that, um, he admits that Velvet has left. Velvet has left, I guess, Mexico or whatever. I don't know. He claims that he has been alone for a while. He claims he left the group a month ago, which basically means what he did before they split up. One group goes and leave and the other group leaves, just like he before he left. And the guys were separate and the women, he took all the women with him. So, and then they all got together later on. So when we saw Tron and all of them, not with them, and then True and, all of them having issues, my feeling when they were outside fighting on the sand, I knew that the men weren't there. It was something. I knew the men could not have been there with them. So, not that they would stop it or anything, but I didn't feel that, it didn't seem like their presence was there. It just seemed like all the women were there. So, and then of course he's talking about Sheba was his wife again and all of that stuff. And that's because the men weren't there with them. So he's saying that he's coming up with some convoluted story, how, now he's not a manipulator again. And he's not been manipulating these people. But anyways, he's just said that Nana has left. He asked, I'll let you hear the video.
It's that, but I am by myself. It's like I be dolo, like, you know what I'm saying, like alone. You know what I'm saying? So people haven't noticed that I'm not with the group anymore. Like I'm not with them. Like they're functioning by themselves. Like, they're over there, right? And I'm over here. I am by myself in my own location by myself. I just have they asked me, Baba, let us come help you, with cooking and getting your stuff together, clean the crib, give you, and then and I'll be meditating all day and they help you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now. Right. So,
when this plan first came into place in your head, what was your first thing was like, I'm going to be by myself, right? Yeah. Because you said that they asked to come with you, so that should have been the plan that you should have stuck with. Even though, because it makes sense. It's just like, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, all right, come with me because, I do need help. But at the same time, it's like, when you first conjured this up, it was be by myself. And that's what you need. You need that. You need it. You need to be by yourself. You need to be able to...
you don't understand, like, you just don't get it. I am by myself. Why are you trying to make me say it? You trying to make me say it? I'm by myself. Do you hear what I'm trying to say to you? She left, man. She been left.
I hear you. I hear you.
Do you hear my daughter around?
No, I don't.
I've been live for the last 2 days, 3 days. You have not heard my daughter. Gone.
So how do that make you feel?
I'm trying to tell you, I'm basically alone.
So how did it make you feel?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I just want my woman. But I'm alone in a sense, you know?
So how do you feel like that's going to happen?
I was alone when she was here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I understand what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying to you is,
I woke up 1 a.m. and they were gone. Gone.
You said it earlier. What you say?
So like when
you said that you're not in.
When I was in the relationship, I was alone. It's not happening.
Look, let me tell you something. I was
trying to hold on to my daughter.
Attachment.
And yes, I was trying to hold on to her because I have this empty void inside of me that wants to give a child what I never had, which is family. And I vicariously want to live through my children and give them what I never had. And that has been something. But she was asking me to be with just her, but I just felt like she wasn't woman enough for me. And I felt like I was with a girl and I was with someone that I love and I care about very dearly, but wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I was, and I think she felt that and decided to go her way. And yeah, I've left the group a long time ago. Like, I mean, it's been like a month. I left the group a month. Like, I'm not with my tribe no more. I have left the tribe like a month ago. I've been on my own, literally, like, you know, we were trying to co-parent, but that without being happy.
Right. Sounds like a Babylon lifestyle to me.
So there you have it. He's saying that Nana has left the building again. So we'll see how long that lasts, but he seems pretty dejected. He looks pretty I he don't look like he used to look when she leaves. He's not up, saying, well, don't ever come back then and I don't care and that this and that, he's not woofing now. He just seems like the air is let out of him. And then the last few days, he's been really, really over the top. You come to me, you're gonna get beaten, and you're gonna do that, and that's just the way it is. You disrespect me, and that's the way it's gonna be, and you're gonna get, I'm gonna knock your stuff in, and this, and So he's been really, and then mostly, if you listen, mostly he's dropped. Well, he's tried to drop it. Well, I won't say he tried to drop it. He mostly dropped his so-called spirituality and his teaching, but yet he will. So what he's been doing, actually, he's speaking that he's violent and all of this stuff, and he's not, who he just changed. Okay, now, but then you go and you see on his page, and he's still trying to say things to make you think that he is, still somehow this spiritual person, but he's telling you changing, because that's what he's talking about in this conversation with her on IG. He was telling this young lady that, people want him to change, and he don't appreciate that, because that's like manipulating him, trying to manipulate him to make him change from the violent and all that other stuff, the alcoholic and everything that he is. They want, they want him to change that, but he likes that. That's who he is, he says, which, is really crazy. Excuse me, I don't like using that word, but it's it's mental. It's mental because of the teaching that he claims he's teaching. When he's doing the real nigga moments and whatever, he's calling himself teaching other people to change and go higher, to, well, he don't want anybody to go higher, because he think he's the only high vibrating being. So he don't want them to go higher. He just want them to change, to change something, whatever it is. Generational curses. So how they do that, he never really explained that, but he just, I guess he's going to talk it out of them by talking to them for 15 hours a day. So, um, anyways, he's been tripping for a few days here, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, because when he's talking to this young lady, he's basically saying that, well, she's telling him that he needs to get by himself. He needs to give up all this guru stuff and whatever, and all this trying to build a village and all that. He needs to stop all that and just get along and get to himself, so that he can be the person that attract what he really wants, and he's saying, what you mean, give up my wives? And she basically saying, yeah, you give it up until you're ready to have wives, a lot of wives, basically she finessing him in this conversation. But and she seems very smart, smarter than he does. So, but there you have it. They saying, he said that she's gone and she's taking the baby again. So we'll see what happens. Everybody do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Peace and blessings.